This is your July saltwater inshore box. Man, this has a bit of weight to it. Let's have a look at what's in here and how we're going to use it this month. This is actually an 85mm DJ jig minnow. So essentially what this is a heavy sinking stick bait. Haven't used a stick bait before. They're like a... If you haven't used a stick bait before, especially a sinking one, they're like a pencil topwater lure. But in the case of a sinking one, it sinks down under the water column, but still has that same erratic action. So with the extra weight though, means you're gonna cast this an absolute mile, and these things are a bullet. So to work this one, you wanna cast it out over some rocky shoals or where you know is a highway for fish essentially. But wherever your target area is, you just wanna pelt this out, get a really long cast. And you can either do just like a speedy retrieve, say for tuna and stuff, or if you're going to be working over some structure, you can even do like the sweep and wind. So cast it out, sweep back, wind back in, sweep back, wind back in, sweep back, wind back in. Or just the constant roll. But this is a great way to target tuna or any of your faster pelagics in the area. Even things like queenfish and stuff will hit these as well, and you'd be surprised what sort of reefies you can catch throwing these over some shallow reef. Okay, so we've got 4 soft plastic options in this one as well. We've got 2 larger profile ones here for you. Right, so we've got some Lunker City 5.75 inch, like a flick tail or flick style soft plastic. Then you've got the Damiki anchovy shad in a similar style plastic as well, in a 5 inch. Then you've got 2 smaller profiles, so you've got the Z-Man streaks as well. And then you've got your snatch bite shrimp. So we're covering a lot of different ground here. You've got your largest in the Lunker City, followed by your Damiki, followed by your Z-Man, and then your shallowest or smallest one being your snatch bite shrimp. So we have included the 1/2 ounce 5.0 heavy tournament grade TT jig heads with these, which you will get to be able to fit these on all the plastics included. But with the different size plastics, you're covering multiple bases. So the bigger ones and the smaller ones, you can work them over the reef. You can even troll with some of them if you like as well. Tuna, your reef fish, your wrecks, you can fish these absolutely everywhere. Now the way you fish them is essentially going to be very, very similar. You're either going to drop them down and just jig them, or you're going to work them on the cast but hopping them back. Now if you're going for faster fish or your pelagics or even tuna, if you find busting up tuna, long cast into them, make sure you try to work out which direction the tuna are feeding. A lot of the time tuna will feed into the wind if that helps, but essentially yeah, see if you can figure out which way the tuna are swimming and try pop a long cast out in the direction that the tuna are heading. You want to get your plastic in the water before the tuna get there, which can be very difficult because they're friggin' quick swimmers. They're crazy. But anyway, that's it for tuna. If you're going to be fishing your deeper water, any of these will work, like I said, jigging or just hopping along the bottom, or you can even troll with these as well. So that's your 4 different plastics there. And last but not least, we have included a Samaki tuna, 60 gram. And not tuna as in T-U-N-A, tuna as in C-H-O-O-N-A, tuna. Tuna V2. So these are a micro jig. These are essentially like a spoon. But you're going to work these vertically is the best way for them, especially with that assist hook up the top. On the drop, these things just flutter left and right, forwards, backwards like crazy. So you're going to let it drop right to the bottom. I like to just lift it up like a foot off the bottom, if that, and just do a few slow jigs up and down. You can feel the jig as it flutters back down, then lift up again. Feel it flutter back down, lift up. Might do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times. If I haven't got a hit, wind it up a little bit, and then you're covering a little bit shallower. If you do have a good quality sounder and you can see where the fish are sitting, like at what depth, this makes it a lot easier. So you can just drop this down and work it exactly in the depth, because your sounder will pick up your jig. You will see it going up and down on your sonar. So that can make it super easy for getting these right in the fish's face, right in the structure, putting you onto the good fish that you want to be catching this month. That's it for the saltwater inshore box. You've got your 4 packets of soft plastics, you've got your jig heads to suit, you've got your sinking stick bait or pencil bait, and then your Samaki micro jig as well. If you want to check out this box or any of the other boxes in the range, head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.